This machine is called T&F machine. It is used to process brush filaments, paint brushes, toothbrushes, like that kind of filaments. We can process by using this machine to get better profile on the required area, to get sharp edges, curves, like that. This is an SPM machine to get the required performance and high speed productivity. This machine is a complete automatic machine which will be integrated with a MMI for easy handling and operation. This machine have 15 clamping units. This clamping units is specially designed that clamping will happen through pneumatics for perfect grip and to expand the filament to the required shape. So it will be very easy to process the filaments. So it have 3 stations. The process name does tipping, flagging, carding. In tipping station we are doing tipping action, that is grinding process like that, and in flagging and carding we are just splitting the filaments to get the requirement. This is tipping station. It is having perfect wheels and a miniature motor. This station can be adjusted up and down to decide what depth of the filament can be processed. This is also a tipping station. We have facility to change the station wheels for flagging or carding. Above that we have blower suction area to collect that dust particles produced. This is carding station to get the separation of the filament, individual filaments. So all the stations have adjustment to get the height in the filaments. We have one rotary joint in the center of that table. It will give supply to all the air chucks even when it is in rotation. It have one regulator to always give a constant pressure to the chucks. This is the processed filament. We have hand operated valves which is fitted in the round table itself. We can just easily operate this valve to load the filaments. It is a very simple action. The operator how to do, and just he has to remove the bands. So it will be get clamped when this is operated. It will be get clamped perfectly. Even a single filament will not get released. This is the control panel, and we are seeing MMI. The operator can easily operate the MMI by using the displays. I will show you some of the displays and the options so that the operator can easily handle it. We have selection of like that setup, mode selection, monitor and direction. We can directly go to that mode selection. In setup mode, we can set nearly 20 programs, different programs. Each program have set of parameters which will control the total machine. We can define each program for different kinds of filaments, for toothbrushes, paint brushes, like different kind of material or any new further modification. So next we are going for mode selection. In that mode selection we have auto, manual, maintenance, check selection like that. I will show you with manual mode. In manual we have program number selection. Then we have parameters like gear, forward or reverse and stop, and table, forward, reverse, stop. Then tipping station on, flagging station on, carding station on, blower on. We can come backward or forward, and using a simple functional keys you can just operate the machine by manually. And in auto mode we have to operate only, we have to select the program number once and we can just operate the cycle on switch, so that the total machine will be completely automatic to give the desired filament. Is having a PLC 24/16 and it is having relay modules, analog to digital converters and 4 drives to vary the speed of the stations, table, and change the direction whenever we need. We have microbrace switches to safeguard the motors. And we have line reactors to safeguard the drives. By manually we are switching on the table, rotating table. We have two options. We can rotate it forward or reverse. By that command, now the table is running forward and it is rotating the chuck also. So now all the stations are in off condition. Now to speed up the chuck rotation, we have one provision that we can on a sun gear which will make the chuck very fast. Now the chuck has got increased in speed. We can change the speed by changing the parameters, and this speed is a moderate speed. We can just switch on the stations by using the same method. Now the guarding station has been on. The second station and the third station. Is supplied middle of the table through a joint which will give air to all the 15 chucks which have a perfect clamp on the filaments. We have two sections to collect the dust particles which is created. Used to collect the dust particles. The blower delivery end can be connected to a dust collection bags. To avoid the dust particles mixing into the environment. After a set time, all the stations will get off automatically. We can put the band again. And we can simply remove it from the checks. And at the same time, we can load it again with a new fresh piece. Set of switches used to run the machine automatically. The green is cycle on and the red is cycle off. But in automatic mode, the machine will stop automatically. There's no need to stop by using cycle off. If we need to stop intermittently, we can use that cycle off. We have 5 blue color switches for easy loading of the chucks. If we press first switch, first set, there is 3 chucks of first set will come in front of the operator position, and the second button is pressed, it will make the second set of chuck to come to the operator position. Like that, we have 5 sets for 15 chucks for loading and unloading the filaments from the machine. Now the second set of chucks is coming to the operator position. Now third set selection is pressed. We can run the table forward or reverse. This is forward direction, reverse, and this is reverse direction gear. We can speed the chuck and also change the direction of the chuck in any direction. Gear forward. So now the chuck is rotating in high speed in a direction. So now the chuck has changed its direction. All these parameters can be well programmed for different kinds of filaments. We can switch on or off any particular station. of a measuring scale to read the height required. And there is one needle which will indicate what is the length used. We have a simple handle to adjust the station heights. Then now the station height is varied very simply, very easily to get the specific height. We can just raise it up if we don't need this station's operation. This is one processed filament bunch. Tipping process has been done in this. All individual filaments got tipped in the top of the filaments to get a sharp edges. The filament process depth is 12 mm in this kind of filament. So we can see the sharpness. After the process. All the filaments in all area and in the middle of the filament have the same action happened. This is carding station. This station is used to split the individual filaments, and now we are just making the station down to the required height. Now the carding station is working. It's actuated. If it will split the tip of the filament to three numbers to a particular length. You can see the tip of the filaments has got separated a few seconds of operation. We have very easily removable doors for maintenance purpose in all the areas of the machine section. We have one sand gear and 15 planetary gears, which is directly connected to the chucks. Each chuck is having a rotary joints which will give supply to the individual chucks. When it is rotating, we have 6 proximity sensors located at different points in the machine, used for chuck selection, home position sensing, and to know the number of rotation and the total production. Gearbox, motor setup, which is rotating the middle center shaft. And we have a bearing casing center. The channel leg is used to ground the load. This is gear motor and gearbox. Which is connected to the sun gear and having pulley the same center shaft. And we have spare belts also to avoid the maintenance delays. we can immediately replace the belt on the spot. This is fully flagged filaments. Only the tip is get separated. You can just note down, and all the filaments got flagged and have a very fine edges. This filament is first tipped and it is flagged. I have 3 bunch of filaments. The first filament has not done any process. You can just see the tips. This is the second set of filament. It have tip sharp. You can just notice down. Very fine tipping action to sharp the tips. This is third bunch. In this we have done tipping and then flagging. Flagging will separate the individual filaments. You can just note down. The tips got flagged to a particular length. We can increase or decrease this length for tipping and also flagging also. In the machine we have variety of flexibilities to change the direction of all the stations, the table, the gears, the speed of all the stations, the chuck speed, the table speed, to get the specific requirement. And also this flexibility will be very useful for any future requirement.